Yeah, thanks, Leon, for the kind introduction. And today, I'm glad to be here to talk about our recent process about the development of the platform for the egg freezing. So it is a surprising fact that around the world, there are around 15% of couples have certain types of fertility issues that could prevent people having their own baby. So they need a better fertility treatment. And the demand for those fertility services has been reflected as the rapid growth of the global fertility market, as in last year, the market had reached around $30 billion. And the annual growth for this market is like 7%, and during this tight COVID time. And among those fertility services, the in vitro fertilization is one of the key processes. And we have observed that there is a rapid growth for the egg freezing utilization in the IVF process. As you can see, in the recent years, even with a level up of the total number of the IVF, the use of frozen eggs has been increasing. And actually, it has been doubled for the past years. And besides the fertility treatment, more and more people choose to freeze their egg at a young age just to preserve the fertility capability for the future. And we have also heard the story that those big companies in Silicon Valley propose those good fertility egg freezing plan for the females to attract people working there. But people have to ask the question, is this technology reliable? And they do have decent access to this technology. And on the clinical, we have observed that the major challenge lies in the process of the manual operation. Since the doctors are using the technologies developed in the 1980s, in which they will manually handle the egg, do all the operation under the microscope using those tiny pipettes and needles. And this process is highly susceptible to the human error. And it is tedious, time-consumable, and of course, expensive. And you will never know whether the egg is alive or not until the time you need to use it, which is not good. So we are motivated to solve this problem by providing a user-friendly automatic device with a consistent treatment outcome. So here in the MIT Center for Genopathology Research, we have a long-term interest in developing technology related to the female fertility care. And we have built those tissue-on-chip devices that could, for the on-time in vitro organoid growth and for the porphyrin models. And just recently, we just developed an integrated tissue form in which we could integrate those microscale pumps in our chips for some long-term culturing of the tissues and endometrial cells in a single chip. As for the egg freezing project specifically, we also bring in the technology from Professor Scott Manelli's lab, who is an expert in the single-cell manipulation handling process, and in which we can do the single-cell trapping, characterization, and liquid exchange in a smart microfluidic device. So following this idea, we have proposed a new cryoprotecting loading mechanism in which we could precisely control the concentration and the composition of the cryoprotected media in a contactless way in which there is no physical damage to the oocyte during the overall treatment. By combining our technologies in the microfluidic system, online monitoring, and robotic system, we intend to provide an automatic system which will improve the efficiency in all the aspects for the oocyte freezing, including the oocyte handling, the CP loading, and the cooling and the warming process. By providing a portable device, we hope to push this technology for the fertility techniques around the United States. And as you can see on this map, there is still much less fertility clinics around the United States, and there are still a lot of people don't have the coverage to such technology. So we hope to improve the patient access to those technologies all over the United States, even in those broad light green area. So we have a team that is composed of biologists, mechanical and electrical engineers, and physicians. And we are working together toward the development of this next generation female fertility care devices. And we hope to talk more with you at our posters about our technical details and our project plan. Thank you.